Hey guys, it's Miss Selcom. I'm going to go do a quick tutorial on the BOY that will be starting the beginning of the year assessment, which just means BOY. That's going to be August 31st, the 1st, and the 2nd. And I'm just going to kind of give us a tour and a little synopsis of what you will be looking at and how it will be administered. So when you do your BOY assessment, you will be clicking on a tab here in your portal. This is the tab that you will be going to, the SchoolNet tab. Okay. When you go to it, you'll have some login information. You're going to sign in with a student and you will have your own username and password. So you'll be given your own username and password in an email. When you get there, it's going to look like this. Okay. This is a tutorial. So the tutorial started with 28 questions. All right. The little blue arrows at the top move you through it, go to the next page and so forth. The back one goes backwards. If you need to review a question, you can click here, click on any of the question that you have missed or have skipped over or you needed to go to. And then you could put a bookmark on there as well, say if you have a reading passage that you need to go back to. Up here, as you see, it says the total number of questions. Well, this is question 2 or slide 2 of 28. So I'm going to go to the next one. Just like I said, you will have a little section where you can pull down on the review to go over what question you have, and it could take you throughout the test. Go to the next and bookmark. Just like I said, you can bookmark those questions. Here at the top, this is where you can sign out. You can change the background. You can enable a magnifier and show a line reader mask. So when it talks about changing the background, I can change it to a pink background with black font or a white font with a black background. So it's whatever works best for your eyes. If this is fine, leave it as that. You could also go to enable a magnifier. So say it's kind of hard to read something on the science portion, you can use your magnifier to make the font bigger. You also have a show the line reader. So you can use it if you're just looking at one line and you kind of get your eyes kind of go from line to line. This can be very helpful. Okay, next slide. All right, so when you submit a test, when you reach the end and you check and you review and make sure all your questions are submitted and there's nothing that says there's no answers that are not answered, you can click Final Answers and that will end your test. Using tools, so the toolbar right up here, you have your pointer. We've already talked about the drop-down menu. We'll look at the other tools. But here, your toolbar, you have your toolbar, your ruler, your centimeter ruler, your notepad if you need it, an answer eliminator if you need to eliminate an answer, if you could just put the little X in, and then the calculator if you have a calculator. That will be enabled or disabled for your test. All right, I've already talked about that. You can use your pointer tool to select an answer, drag an answer choice to the correct spot, mark objects, turn on and off tools. All right, use the ruler. You can use to measure. So you would open the ruler tool and you would just drag it to measure it and line it up. So I could say that the base of that triangle is almost 2 inches. And you would drag it and it would measure it. So that is almost 2.5 inches. Okay, your notepad can be brought down if you wanted to type something on there, such as a reading passage, and you want to remember something that seemed important that may help you with a question. You can write it down there in the notepad. An answer eliminator can basically put a big O X. You know that that's not the answer, so put the answer eliminator on question answer choice B or D. So then you can look at the two that you know could possibly be the answer choice. Okay. So try it. So the answer eliminator tool by placing the red X on one or more of the answers. You see how all I have to do is put on it, put my cursor over it, and it turns to a red X, and then you would just click on that. You also have a highlighter tool. To highlight words in the question and passage, use a highlighter tool. Drag over the words that you want to select, then choose a color of the area you would like to highlight. See how that one will work. You just highlight over it, and then it goes to blue or pink. Here we talked about the check the background and foreground color. We've already discussed that. That's up here at your test navigation user bar. We've already did the color contrast. I've already discussed about the magnifier and zoom tools. The line reader we've already seen. It's underneath this pull down menu. Again, I'm just going to kind of show you what the line reader was. I'm going to take where the four arrows are. You can click on it so it just goes to where you want it to go. I want to go to the whole passage. Do you see how I can highlight the whole passage and can only look at the certain amount? Say if you get overwhelmed by lots of text on the page. Answer masking tool. The answer masking tool lets you choose which answer choices will show on the screen. So select the enable the masking tool, enable answer masking tool. And then the follow directions are the answer choice. Mask the answer choice, mask the answer choice, then unmask it. And do you see how it just goes one answer choice at a time that you're looking at? Doesn't give you all of them. You can choose, look at one, read it, think about it, then go to the next one. Maybe read it, see that that does not apply, then use the answer eliminator. Slide 22 is on text-to-speech tool. Use a text-to-speech tool to listen to the question and answer choice. It can be found in the right column of the screen. So as you see over here, if you have the text-to-speech enabled in your program for your test, not everybody's going to have it. You can come over here and click play.
1. Select the Play Text-to-Speech button on the Text-to-Speech tool to start the read aloud for these steps.
And then you can stop it. So it can toggle back and forth. You just click where you want it to read, what you want it to read. Next slide, exhibits. Your test may have information sheets to help to answer the question. Open the sheet, select exhibit button on the right side of your screen. So let's look. This has your math information, your formulas, formula for your area of squares, parallelograms, areas of triangles, areas of trapezoids. This is your volume. Okay. Questions. This section shows you with the type of questions that you may have on your test. All right. You may have one that needs scrolling. You'll have a little bar right here that you can scroll down, just like I'm scrolling here, that will scroll down to the rest of the question. You have multiple choice questions. That answer eliminator in that answer masking would be helpful on that as well. Finally, you have gridables, just like you would on a answer document on Eduphoria. You would you would type in your answer. So if you have a fraction, type this fraction, change your answers to a decimal. If you need your number as a negative, you would put the negative, or if you have the whole number, you would put the whole number there. So that's just a kind of a summary of this video of what to expect with the beginning of the year assessment for math, science, and English. Hope this helps. Bye.